everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sal here. So today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 sweetest fragrances in my collection. But before we get started, if you are new here, then a very warm welcome. This is a channel all about fragrances. I upload 2 new videos minimum per week all about perfume, so if that's your thing, please be sure to subscribe. I'd absolutely love to have you here. Everybody is welcome. All through my life I've loved Halloween. I love getting dressed up, making costumes, that kind of thing, and when I was younger I used to go trick-or-treating. And with trick-or-treating in mind, I suppose, I've got my little bucket of my own treats. These are my sweet fragrances, so I guess in no particular order, I'm just going to start talking through these. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first out of the basket I have Prada Candy. So I love this fragrance, and although it's very sweet, I don't think it's too sweet at all. It's powdery, it's caramel, it's musk. It's very classy, I find, actually. I love the fact that there's benzoin in here as well, so once it dries down onto the skin and warms up, it's this lovely caramel benzoin powdery goodness. It's honestly amazing. This fragrance is just absolutely... oh, so it's warming. Benzoin, it's almost like sticky, dripping, warm benzoin vanilla dessert, if you can imagine such a thing. Powdery, almost cosmetic powder with caramel nuances, and oh, it's just utterly divine. I love this fragrance so much. This is such a great perfume. Oh, there's a hair on the lid there, sorry about that. I love this one so much. That is Prada Candy. Next up on my list is Viktor and Rolf Bonbon. This one is really nice. I actually wore this yesterday to work. I had this on and it lasted all day, so actually, because I hadn't really known up until that point, I didn't really pay attention to how well it lasted, but yesterday I did notice that it lasted all day and it projected quite well. We wear masks all day at work, so I have a mask on the majority of the day and I could still smell it through the mask as well, so that was really nice. This one is peachy caramel goodness with quite a lot of different woods in the base as well to give it something a little bit extra, so it's not too juvenile. I do think this is a very sweet, fun, young, youthful fragrance. However, it doesn't smell cheap, it doesn't smell immature. The only thing that I'm not the biggest fan of this is the actual atomizer itself. It's quite big, quite clunky looking, and when you spray it, it sprays out so much fragrance per scoosh, which kind of annoys me a little bit, but like, oh well, you know. So that is Viktor and Rolf Bonbon. Next up is Guerlain La Petite Robe Noire Original. This one is lovely. I really like the scent. It's sort of cherry, essentially. It smells like cherry with some florals. It actually has a tea note in here as well, which I think adds something really interesting. I don't know if I can smell that. I don't know if I can smell exactly tea from this, if you know what I mean. But I think maybe it adds a slight tanginess initially in the opening. Maybe it gives it a bit of airiness, a little bit of freshness. Maybe stops it from being too overly really sweet or something. I'm not sure, but it's nice to know that there's a tea note in here anyway, because as you probably know by now, I love tea. So this one is a beautiful sweet cherry fragrance, and it's just really, really nice. I haven't been reaching for this one too often actually, but it is a really nice fragrance. I think I'd kind of forgotten about it a little bit, but I think I'll need to remember to wear this one more because it's really it's quite a fun feeling, quite a fun girly vibe, as if you've gone out for afternoon tea with some girlfriends, or you're out shopping, that kind of carefree girly sort of vibe from this one here. So that is La Petite Robe Noire, lovely sweet fragrance from Guerlain. And now we have the intense version, which I actually got first. So this was one of the first fragrances I ever got from Guerlain. So I bought this one and Mon Guerlain Intense. Those were the two purchases I got, and they were my first ever fragrances from the Guerlain house. The first ones I ever experienced, which is really nice. This one is really sweet. I mean, like, seriously sweet. This is like syrupy. It's got candy floss note in here. It's got blueberries. It's very complex. It's got a lot of different notes in it actually, but predominantly to me this is just sweet, blueberries, candy floss, vanilla. So although this one is very sweet, it does give quite like a sophisticated, grown-up, quite flirty, quite attractive smell. This one is quite nice if you were going on a date. It's quite seductive, I would say. Very, very nice. I've gone through quite a lot of this one, although I did buy it like 2 years ago, I think. So this would be great for a night out. If you're wanting your fragrance to stand out over other people's, then I would go for this one because it's quite strong. This is a powerhouse scent. It lasts a very long time and it projects as well, for sure. I love this one. It's very, very nice, sweet, kind of girly fragrance, and that is La Petite Robe Noire Intense. Next up is my La Belle L'eau de Parfum Intense. I love this one. I got it the other month. It's really, really nice. This one is sweet hazelnut, sort of like La Belle essentially, but without any sharpness. They've toned down the patchouli in here. It's really, really gorgeous, this one actually. I love this one. It's got your hazelnuts and whipped cream as well, so it's very nice and sweet. I think also, wow, yeah, that's really lovely, that one. I think this will be the most amazing one to wear during the winter with the hazelnut note in there. And basically, yeah, like La Belle, less sharp with the hazelnut note and whipped cream. I love this one so much. So that's La Belle L'eau de Parfum Intense. Next up is another kind of nutty fragrance, and that is the beautiful Elie Saab Girl of Now. Again, very sweet, very syrupy, like a dessert. So this one has pistachios and almonds in here, if I remember correctly. This one also has orange blossom. Yeah, this definitely has like a marzipan feeling about it. Like a nutty sort of dessert with some syrup drizzled on top. Very, very nice and sweet, beautiful, very gourmand. Very beautiful for the cold weather, very nice for autumn and winter. Lasting power is very good. This one's quite strong. This one is sweet, very, very sweet. If you love sweet, nutty fragrances, you have to give this one a try. It's absolutely beautiful. That is Elie Saab, Girl of Now. Next is Britney Spears Fantasy Intimate Edition, I think. Can't really remember the name of this one, but I think that is the name. This one is quite a fun, this is a sweet, oh, maybe I'm running low. Oh, there we go. This one is light, sweet, brown sugar, vanilla. There's musk in here as well. Just a light, fun fragrance. To me, personally, I don't know if this is a love from me. I like the bottle. I think the bottle's really cute with the little jewels on it. And the smell itself, in theory, is nice, but I think to me it almost has that almost cheap kind of celebrity scent sort of smell that I'm not a big fan of. I think I really enjoy Cloud, and that's about the only celebrity scent that I found that I love. I do like this one, but it's almost got like a kind of shampoo smell to it, if I'm being honest. Quite a nice shampoo. It's just sort of like a nice sweet scent, and that is Britney Spears Fantasy Intimate Edition. Next up is Versace Eros Parfum Eau de Toilette version. This one's really fun actually because it smells a bit like gummy bears. Emmy Ever After said that in one of her videos and I have to just agree with that. So this is sort of your citruses. You've got lots of different citruses in here, florals, and there's some musk in the base, but I don't detect that personally. To me, this is just a very light, fruity, fruity floral scent essentially. I think there's raspberry in here as well. So it's mainly fruity, very nice for the summer, very, very sweet. There's something in here giving it a lot of sweetness. Maybe it's the sort of synthetic fruity smell in it that's giving it the sweetness, I'm not quite sure. But it's nice nonetheless. The actual look of it reminds me of like a jelly sweet as well actually. So yeah, this one's quite nice. I like the packaging of this one. I like the detailing here, and actually the attention to detail on the lid is really nice. But yeah, this is a really good sweet fragrance for the summer. I wore this quite a few times in summer actually, when you're craving that sweetness but you don't want anything overpowering like in the warm weather. I mean, not that that's the situation anymore, but in summer this was a good one for me. So yeah, Eros Parfum EDT. Oh, and also longevity is good on this actually. It's quite strong for an EDT, so longevity and projection are good for this one. Next is surprise surprise Poison Girl. One of my favourite fragrances. This one is sweet, but I mean, I've done a full review on it actually, so I'll link that up here if you're interested, because to me there's so much to this. I couldn't possibly just sum it up in a few minutes, just because I think it's quite multi-layered. You've got your bitter orange initially, giving it that sweet and sour, bittersweet sort of effect. You've got your lovely sort of florals, you've got your orange blossom and rose in the heart notes of this one. And then in the base notes, you've got your, what's in the base notes again? Sandalwood, cashmeran, vanilla as well. There's lots of vanilla in here. And it's all around a beautiful, unique, individual smell to me. This one is absolutely stunning. Thick, sweet cloud, very, very soft, like a cloud pillowy texture. Longevity and sillage is quite good if you spray a little bit more. So I found that it wasn't lasting that well on me, but that's because I was only really doing like one spray on each wrist and then maybe like, and then dabbing it on here rather than spraying all around. But if you do kind of spray, say 5 times or something like that, sort of just all around and then on your wrists as well, it does last longer, and it does project pretty well. But I think you just have to spray enough of it basically. But yeah, performance is pretty good for this one as well. It's addictive, it's beautiful, flirty, attractive. One of my favourite date night scents. It's just amazing. So that's Dior Poison Girl. And last up we have Paco Rabanne Pure Excess. This one's a great fragrance. I've had a compliment on this one as well actually, when I come to think of it. Somebody asked me, they wanted to know what fragrance this was, because I think this is quite strong. So if you spray, say 3, like 1 on each wrist again, and then like just sort of in your hair or like around or something like that, people will smell it on you, and people do tend to comment. So this is great if you like getting compliments on your fragrances. Obviously it doesn't really matter, like you should wear what you like anyway, but you know, it's always nice to get a compliment every now and then on a fragrance. So yeah, it's good from that point of view. It's got a nice mix of sort of savoury and sweet. It's very sweet, undoubtedly, but it does have a salty popcorn note in here, which makes it really quite interesting. I didn't know that when I first got it. I wasn't that into fragrances when I first bought this. I just liked how it smelled. But I kind of wondered, like, why does it smell so unusual? And then I later learned, oh, it's because it has like a saltiness in it, sort of contrasting with the sweetness. This, I used to wear this quite a lot if I was going out on a night out. It's definitely got that kind of vibe about it, without a doubt. And yeah, it lasts a pretty long time as well, and it's really nice and sweet. So that's Pure Excess. by Paco Rabanne. So there we have it, my 10 sweet fragrances. I loved thinking about this video. I loved putting them together because I love sweet perfumes essentially. A lot of my perfumes are sweet. I have many more that are sweet, but I just wanted to pick like the 10 sweetest fragrances. So like these are really sweet in my opinion, and I love all of them. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And as always, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing, for showing me that you are enjoying my videos. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care and happy Halloween. Bye.